What's up, my Ponios? Andy with Andy Vlogs. Excited to share with you guys this content here. As the title suggests, we're going over here today the Strada case by Otter for your Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. Now, the Ultra obviously came out just recently. I got mine last week, and I'm trying to figure out which case I'm going to get for my wife that'll fit her lifestyle and also make sure and protect my bank, because this is a really hefty investment. Nonetheless, it's been a while here since she's actually cracked the screen, so I need to give her more credit. I wanted to test out the folks from Otter. They have a number of cases. They've got the Defender, here's the Strada, and there's a commuter that you guys can check up above or down below in the links. If you guys are interested in this product, I have the links down below in the description. It is an affiliate link, but however, this is not a sponsored video. I purchased this with my own money. What's unique about the Strada here is that it's like a folio. It wraps all the way around the phone, and you actually have a place to put a couple of cards. I wanted to review this because I reviewed the S22 flip cover, which was not leather, which was very expensive, a little bit less expensive than this. Nonetheless, this is a really sleek design for those who are traveling, minimalist, want to have leather and have, you know, your cards and your ID all in one place. This is a little bit more expensive, probably the most expensive that I've reviewed, coming at $69 at the time of this video. With that said, I'll go ahead and put some links to the other products here that we go over here today. A few things about this case that I wanted to go over before we jump into it here. It does have 3 times as many drops as the military standard, which is nice. So that means that this is definitely shock resistant. You drop it thousands of times, it's going to protect. The likelihood of you, cracking the screen or breaking it is going to be reduced significantly because of the, the Otter promise here. Nonetheless, I am sporting a leather case by Mous. This is a case that just came out here. It's not a folio, but it's something that's really, really sleek that I wanted to compare it to. With that said, let's go ahead and unbox it here. They use materials that are 100% recyclable, which is nice. So make sure you recycle this, as well as 30% less material for the inside, packaging materials, which is nice. Wow. Oh, my goodness. That smells delectable. It's got a nice little latch here that's magnetic with the Otter insignia and metal embossing. Let's go ahead and flip the folio and pull out the packaging materials here to show you what we're looking at. All right, you've got a polycarbonate case here with what looks like and feels like some silicone around the edges. It is a little more flimsy on that side of it. Nonetheless, what I like here is the careful attention to detail and tooling. You got these extra grooves and pockets to help protect against those drops. It doesn't give you as many as the Defender, but having these little pockets of air will create like a little pressure bubble there. So when anything does hit, if it does, reduce that probability of crack or break or whatever. You got this folio lining here that's seems reinforced, which is nice. You've got a thick plate here on the back side to be able to put a card and your ID. And then on the back side, the folio itself is very, very strong with the leather wrapping around it. Now, nonetheless here, it looks like they opted into just a gigantic gaping hole here for the camera bump. They did not tool in. We're going to see how that looks. Sometimes they have like this little groove here there, but that's not the case. On the back side here, you've got all the I/O punch outs. You've got your little strap there, and you've got your power button here as well on the side, and as well as the volume rocker. Installation is pretty straightforward. You just put the bottom here first, slide it down, and then wrap it on top. That bent too much here. Usually it doesn't quite give when you put this in here, but this is a little flimsy. I mean, look at that. It kind of comes off. Once it gets in, it is rigid, and these corners here do push up against it. It is pushing up against my screen protector, so be cognizant of that on the forehead and on the chin, but it does leave you a groove here for the speaker grill. On the edges here, it does give you enough room to be able to touch the edge of the screen, although on this side, not so much. I don't think I'll be able to reach that very fine edge. With that said here, we're going to go ahead and close it for the first time. It does go all the way over the screen, and you can actually kind of push it to push up against the screen, which I like the folio aspect of that, and then it kind of laps, it magnetizes shut. It looks like here the manufacturing is a little bit off. It's a little crooked. I don't really like that, but nonetheless here, this is a nice job. Flipping on the back side here, you've got that big old gaping hole for your camera. Which, I don't know how I feel about that. Did they just miss that on the tooling or, on their prototyping? I don't know. Maybe they wanted to keep the contour of the square around, having kind of a weird, you know, rounded edge here is kind of weird. I don't know. Nonetheless, it does protect. It gives you enough clearance here to be able to you know that if it lands flat like that, it's not going to hit the camera itself. On the back side here, you can definitely drop it. It does have that protection, which is what I like. Let's go ahead now and show you here the cards. Alrighty, we got ourselves a credit card, debit card here. We can place it in there. It fits just nicely right there. Which is kind of cool because you should be able to do the tap and go kind of a thing like that. And then I've got like a free guest pass, you know, ticket for my local movie theater, which fits, but this is kind of worn out. Maybe you put that in first before the debit card. Ideally, you're supposed to be able to push up and have the debit card kind of slide up. I'm going to have that kind of fit like that, and then we'll put the debit card there. It does add a little bit of bulk here, but there is enough clearance on the inside of it to fit 2 different cards, which I think is really, really nice. Flipping it over like that and putting the clasp, shaking it here, it's not going to flap open anytime soon, which is nice. Having it in your pocket may cause some, you know, I guess some damage to this. This is secured nicely right there, but I can see this being kind of a weak link and starting to fray. Alrighty, lastly here, I wanted to show you here that this does have compatibility with Qi charging still. I've got this iWalk 2000 milliamp battery here that you guys can consider. You can plug into it, or you can use the wireless charging here. As I place it on top, it should still be able to go through it, no problem, even though there's leather there. You can see that it's charging. So when you're in a pinch, when you're traveling, you need to have something here to charge. Consider this. This will be down below in the link. Pongos, well, that about does it here. This is starting to grow on me. I really like the sleek design. While it doesn't feel necessarily like leather, you still have the ability to wirelessly charge. You can hold a couple of credit cards, your wallet, that kind of stuff, some cash if you wanted to. It covers the screen as a natural screen protector, which is good. On the inside here, you've got a really nice fleece lining, and it seems like it's an all-around strong build here that I'd recommend. It's a little bit pricey here, but again, how much are leather wallets out there? What, 80 bucks to $100? This is a 2-in-1, 3-in-1 if you consider the wireless. You can still use the S Pen. It's very clicky. They've got a little spot for that to be able to use it. There's no problem to be able to flap that all the way around. Grab the S Pen and make a quick note here if that's something that you need to do here real quick, which I really like. I think that's a really nice touch. Put that back in there, close it, it's good. Your screen turns off, which is nice. I like how they have that as well. The screen turns off since it's on there. This is a nice product that I think I would recommend. $70 is kind of steep, but you are getting a clutch / wallet here if that's something that you like. There's a bunch of colors you guys can check out down below in the links in the description of the product pricing availability. If that's something that you're interested in, and all the other accessories that I've gone over and other cases that I've shown here in this video. Hit that like button, guys. Subscribe if you want to see more. Here's what I consider probably the best leather folio out there for the Samsung. Thanks, guys. We'll catch you on the next one.